if I introduce something, a chemical or a procedure, and you think to yourself, no way, raise your hand and say, no way, my kids would eat that stuff, or whatever you think they might do. Share that with us so that we can either say, okay, you're right, don't do that. Or here's a way that you can get around it. And we have to do something to get them focused on what's going on. And we've been doing it for 18 years. We tell them a crazy story. And in the crazy story, their attention gets focused long enough for us to introduce the experiment and whatever else is going on. They brought out a table, and the octopuses all sat around the table, and they started playing poker. And King Neptune said, oh, this is easier than I ever thought. These octopuses change color. When they have a good hand, they turn green. When they have a bad hand, they turn red. He knew when to bet. Didn't take him long before he'd won all of their treasures. This guy, he couldn't do things that other octopuses could do. He was all beat up. His name is Rudy. Now, if you're the other octopuses, is there anything you can do to help Rudy change colors? And the three middle ones get the blue juice. And one end one gets water, and the other end one gets vinegar. Doesn't matter which one we go. And then we dump in some baking soda. We want to create a mixing procedure like scientists do. We want just a little bit from each cup to be transferred to the next. And there's a very simple way to do it. You're going to use a scientific instrument known as your finger. And the finger is going to be doing some dipping. Whenever you dip your finger, you take it out, there's some liquid still stuck on it. You'll dip your finger in one end. Doesn't matter which end you start with. Probably can't tell anyway. And then you'll dip it into the next one. Dip, 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 until you get to the end of the road. Well, you don't go back to the beginning now. You go back the way you came. Okay, everybody stop.
No.
You've just made an acid-base indicator. Cabbage juice is great stuff for indicating whether it's an acid or it's a base. And we now have a problem that we haven't solved. Jack and Jill need to make Rudy change colors. The kids have just done an experiment. And you let them, they can form groups or they can volunteer answers on their own. It's a great literature thing. At this point, kids really want to share some ending that they've cooked up. But, you know, within any group of kids, you'll have somebody say, oh yeah, they're going to feed Rudy some vinegar and he'll turn red. Or they might feed him some baking soda. Like you need some baking soda toothpaste. And he'll turn green. So making up the end of the story gets their minds thinking, how do they transfer what they've done to a different situation? Really anchors the information in their mind.